In the ninth house, this is the natural house of Jupiter, where it makes a person naturally Jupiterian-like. I have this position, for instance. And when Jupiter is there, these people tend to have more optimism and faith in life generally, because Jupiter is all about seeing the bigger picture and not getting bogged so down in details. So these people can have a very broad sweeps and very broad ideals and philosophical understandings. So it tends to make a person very philosophically open-minded and tolerant of other cultures, of other religious beliefs, of other ideas as well. And because it kind of expands the higher mind. The ninth house is the higher mind and makes the person extremely interested and knowledgeable. Usually they're first interested, and it comes very natural to them to learn about other cultures, to learn about theology, spirituality, religion, to research different cultural and spiritual and religious kind of understandings and systems, and to be quite inclusive about them, and to be quite open-minded towards those things as well. But it can also make the person a little bit preachy as well, because they're kind of over-convicted in their beliefs. Unless there is another planet which can moderate the overly expansive influence of Jupiter, like Saturn there, which gives a bit more benefit of a doubt of the person. The person will not be so preachy, you know, but usually they're quite knowledgeable, and they're kind of the natural priest and teacher and guru and professors. A lot of professors have this ability, this position, and people that others go to advice for. Counselors, advisors, teachers, as I said, those who have the cultural knowledge and understanding to help you, and they have a natural also understanding of the spiritual moral laws that govern this world, because they are unwritten spiritual laws, like, if you steal or if you lie, you will, certain karmic consequences happen. Or if you cheat, even if it doesn't come immediately to you, later on it will come. These people know, or they have intuitive understanding of how these things, of those spiritual, unwritten and moral and ethical laws work. So they can advise others, so they can also become overly ethical and overly moral. But these topics are very high in their priority. In best case scenario, when Jupiter is well dignified in fire or water signs, the person will be very righteous, very moral, live according to the rules of society and spiritual rules as well, will be high-minded, very knowledgeable, will benefit a lot from education and travel, because ninth house rules those things. So maybe international business, maybe working in teaching, maybe working in publishing as well, working in preaching, in professorships, or they can be astrologers as well, people who give advice to others. In the worst case scenario, when Jupiter is not so well aspected or in good dignity, it can make people who are overly confident of their beliefs and who try to stuff them down the throat of others and preach a like mentality. And the ninth house also shows the personality of the father. So the father as well can be kind of overly self-righteous about his own beliefs, can try and preach too much, and can make the person can be quite confident of, can have a quite inflamed sense of their own righteousness, of their own belief system. And also for women who have Jupiter in the ninth house, this can be the first husband or husband-like relationships that has those qualities. A little bit of a preacher, a little bit of a, I know it all, but a good advisor to the person, and well-educated husband as well. Someone who is culturally well diverse, international, who is open-minded, but again, as I said, can be a bit preachy and a bit overly sure of themselves. But overall, this is one very lucky position, which tends to bring more luck in life. The better dignity Jupiter, like Jupiter and Cancer in the ninth house, for instance, can make one very lucky in life. They're just at the right time, in the right place. They have right moral compass, which helps them always which always helps them make the right decisions in life and choose the right life path and dharma in life, which will make them feel fulfilled and happy. Usually, let me just see my notes if I've missed anything. And also, if Jupiter is well dignified, when it's in the ninth house, it can bring wealth and prosperity for people. It's through all different resources, but people like that tend to be more wealthy and unless there is a blocking influence, they are delaying, like Saturn or Rahu or Ketu blocking influence, or unless Jupiter is in bad dignity like Capricorn, which almost makes its power little, you know, it kind of undermines the positive influence of Jupiter a lot. But this is overall what Jupiter in the 9th house will bring. So make sure you have a good education, because you'll benefit from it financially as well. Also, the 9th house is the 11th house from the 11th house of friendships. So such people can have benefits and can gain financially from their friends, so their acquaintances, their social connections, people from higher society as well. This can be beneficial with good social standing in society. But usually the person is quite lucky in life. Thank you.